10 out of 10. But a military base, I think, would be pretty solid here.
Yeah, you know, I think that these teams have definitely gotten used to that, those Yasnaya field circles, as we've seen that quite a bit here. Oh, look at this. First circle.
Hope.
It's touching it. It's touching it. So there's a chance. There's a chance, Dave.
So I saw in the chat, you know, I watched the chat. Not gonna lie, I watched the chat. They were debating, and I wanted to get your take. Best gun. And I know you're probably gonna get a lot of hate for it because there's really no right answer. I know there's popular answers, but the best gun for competitive, I mean, what would be your ideal loadout?
Well, I mean, right now I think that the meta has definitely shifted to like M4 Uzi. You know, just using that M4. These guys are so good at being able to spray. They loaded up crazy. Hold on, really quick. First, look at
going on?
What happened right here?
First set, able to block
for the pickup.
Yeah, able to body block their squad mate Miku with the buggy.
Hard defense?
Queso, yeah, Team Queso pulled off of it. They didn't want to waste time.
Oh, they got a gun!
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. No way he got an M4. Oh, the
M4 Axel. Axel getting ready to let this one go. 3 points coming on out from Team Queso.
Oh, no!
Matic! Oh, no, they didn't expect the gun from Matic. Gonna be taking them down. Matic from way behind, connecting some clutch shots right there.
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, Dream Eaters!
Dream Eaters! With the save! Oh, wait!
Oh, the 1v1! Yala taken out! Tommy gun too strong! Tommy gun too strong! First set, picking up a gun too!
They cannot be taken out!
One, jump out! 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2! The whole team! There we go!
Oh my
the respect!
goodness.
Dream Eaters getting that! Team Queso crumbling right now.
That's what I'm talking about. The last match of the day. You nailed it on the head, Dave. Team Queso crumbling underneath Dream Eaters right there. What a crazy turnaround. I mean, I thought they had it. Well, the luck that they had, first of all, being able to pick up an M4 in that one chat, come back, but Matic said, not today.
The Tommy gun.
With a Tommy gun and able to get 2 huge knocks right there. So clutch right there from Matic.
Dude, they're so tunnel vision. They're so tunnel vision on getting those 2 points. Matic, I mean, just from behind, clean shots. And those are challenging shots. I mean, a Tommy gun, they had a pretty good distance between them as well. It's not like Matic was just there, like right there to pop up. I mean, good.
It's not just that. It's also the timing. You have to, I mean, like, it was so insane right there because if he waited, I mean, we're talking 1-2 seconds afterwards, it could have completely turned around for him. But, man, he came in just in time to be able to save his team. That's what I'm talking about. Last game, every Erangel we've seen so far when it comes to Super Weekend has just been insane. And that's I mean, that's one for the books right there.
Team Queso, Parmesan cheese out here.
Hey, welcome to the highlight reel, but the bad end of it is back at it, you know?
1-2, the 1-2. Training. They've been training, hitting up the gym, son. Hitting up the gym.
They say you ordered the number 3? You want the 2-piece? I got you right here, bro. Wow, what a crazy
right in the face. Oh, man. And that's how you, honestly, that's how you get my respect. I don't know about everybody else, but they got my respect, son.
I can't lie. If there's any time that you're going to BM, that's that moment right there.
That's it.
You know, I think it's allowed. You know, if you have a crazy play like that, you're allowed to troll. And I think if you're Team Queso, just gotta take it. You know, you just
the thing is with the commissioner Jason, he's probably gonna want to fine him. You know, the BM fine.
Oh,
you know, 100 UC. So that's why 2020 Mustache Dave, commissioner. Just saying, just putting that
Come
out
on, chat. Put it out there.
One's in the chat.
Do it for the one time.
Do it for the one time.
As we go here, look at this next zone. About to be coming up here soon as it's starting to close right now. Oh, Raven on the drive around behind Shifan. And Shifan hops in the buggy. He's taking off right now. I wonder exactly what's going through Raven's mind as he's on the chase. Right behind. Oh, hits the brakes.
Yeah.
Not sure exactly what that strategy was, but you know, it's another member from Nova Esports putting some shots onto Raven, and yeah, that strategy changed up real quick.
Yeah, and you know what? Oh, okay. I actually spoke to Raven coming into today's games, and I asked Raven, you know, what's the big difference between this Super Weekend and last Super Weekend? And Raven said straight up, clear comms. Communication on the team has improved tenfold since last time, and I believe that's why we are starting to see a much cleaner, you know, when it comes to gameplay, nights.
Yeah, and I think that that's something that look at the performance so far. They've shot up to 3rd place starting off the day. So I mean, they're having some great, solid games, and I love to see that, especially considering that Pittsburgh Knights. I mean, they had 2 members switch on them right before this tournament right here. So see them finally being able to really get it together at this kind of clutch moment. I mean, that's not easy to do. That's for sure.
Here's Carnage once again scouting out here.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat. I saw him in the chat, saying, because we know that we were definitely talking about Sandhawk. I was wondering why he was so split up, because, you see a lot of these top squads, they play so tight together, especially on Sandhawk in particular. And Carnage, I saw him in the chat mentioning that he was talking about it was scouting, and I totally get it. At the same time, it pains me, of course, to see him get taken out early. And you can see him right now kind of caught in a little entanglement with Nova Esports.
Scouting, bro. I'd rather lose 1. Honestly, I'd rather lose 1 than 4. I mean, honestly.
True.
That's best case scenario in that scenario, So looking around, everybody else is going to be in vehicles. Everybody pretty center. Everything is clean. Wildcard making their approach from Sir Bernie right now. Cloud9 finally moving out of South George, passing by Hospital. I'm really hoping we get a Southern shift. I'm not going to lie. I'm really hoping we send it down there to South for the final game of the day.
I can't lie, I would also like to see it just to kind of mix things up. But I'll tell you what, these teams definitely don't want to see it. That's for sure, especially if you're Wildcard or any of these teams that are up super high north right now. But we don't know. It could go anywhere. This zone's still closing. You can see these teams just trying to loot up, get some early rotations, just in case. But man, if this zone does go south, we're going to have one heck of a game, that's for sure.
We don't see it right now, but Marco from Team Queso is right behind Wildcard, trying to avoid it. Oh, save. Okay, woo. Saying with the save. So Marco right behind him, and Marco is the solo member, the last person alive for Team Queso. Their main objective, don't get spotted.
Don't die. I think that should be the main strategy right off the bat. Marco, Team Queso lost 3 members early on. 2 Dream Eaters, and right now he's just trying to hold on for dear life for any points he could possibly get. It's not going to be easy though, that's for sure. You can see Tempo here holding it down right now. You can see their concern as they're trying to predict where this next zone is going to go, because it's going to be pivotal to their strategy going into the rest of the game.
Yeah, and just kind of reliving the Team Queso Dream Eaters. Team Queso, they could have just drove off, but they opted to take that engagement. They picked up that M4 and they're like, listen, we get these 2 points.
It's easy.
Yeah, but they didn't have to take that fight. It's not like they had to take that fight. So, yeah, they definitely they learned a hard lesson, I got to say.
I mean, I think
they didn't have to take the fight. Jukes,
they didn't have to take the fight. They have to.
The buggy, dude.
You got the M4. Getting the M4 in the shack. Do you know how lucky that is? So I think that's huge. Oh, look at this circle, though. This circle, nice and even. I would be really surprised to see this next circle after this go south. At the same time, though, you can see all these teams just really quick. Footballist is on the move, and I think they have that exact idea as they're going to have to start sending it up north.
Oh, B4, they're setting up a bridge camp out there to the west, but not going to be in the next zone. But, a team might rotate past here to go to military base still, so that's why we see them keeping 2 on the bridge for the time being. Footballist will be taking up the east side bridge for the time being. I think next zone will have some water in play, though. I think it's going to shift a little further down south, have some water in play, so that's going to be interesting to see. Cat from Nova, the sub for today, going to be getting a knockout here. Yeah, the instant push.
The adjustments. Oh, look at this. Yeah, they're on the hunt, and it looks like Cloud9, as soon as that drive up came, they realized it's too late. You know what? Don't want to take the risk. Don't want to go out early. We got to make sure we get hot chicks some points. So quick rotation back to Cloud9.
Wow, yeah. Wow. What are your thoughts on this one? They had one knocked and then immediately just got in their vehicles and said, nope.
Yeah. I think they tried to send it to be able to save him. At the same time, though, they realized that Nova was just going to beat them to the punch. And considering that, regardless, we're going against a 4v3 in this situation, it's just too risky. So, cut your losses, disengage, and get on to the rest of the fight. And we've seen Cloud9 do this multiple times, and it worked out for them. So, at the end of the day, I think that's the smartest play possible.
Not only that, they're only, and I say only, but they're 10 points ahead of Loops, who are in second place. So Cloud9 trying to defend and remain up there at the top of the leaderboard coming into tomorrow for sure. So that might be another reason why we didn't see him kind of risk it right there for the biscuit.
Definitely. I think that, and this is also goes to prove why they're so consistent in points. You know, they want to do everything they possibly can to ensure that they just don't go out early. I think that's essential to winning a tournament like this, is constant, you know, good solid placement, and then every now and then you get a good zone, good position, and you get the chicken dinner with some good solid kills. And I think Cloud9 does that better than anybody else.
Got B4 kind of driving all types of ways, all different directions, looking for
safe.
Looking for a nice spot to make their way on into circle number 2. Konita Powers and Milta, that could be pretty big. Wildcard finally made their way on into the zone up there to the north. They are going to have a crate. We see Loops on the wide rotate just north of Pachinki, checking in with Umbra right now. Everybody, pretty decent spot, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Umbra kind of holding down right beside, you know, this little hill next to Potato Hill, and just kind of holding it down. This is a really good position right here. Oh, Verset is caught out right now. He's kind of scouting for the rest of his squad here with that laydown, and Dream Eaters using this really split tactic before, not really working out for them, but you know, they can still catch a big surprise right here on the Team Umbra.
Yeah, because, Umbra, they're all near each other, but Vindex definitely pushed up further away from their squad mates, and Verset right here wiggling all around the place, just trying to remain undetected and prepare themselves for any potential push from the enemy right above them.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Next zone. Going on over to Milta. This looks like exactly where it's going to be ending out. Football is getting a big break right now, being able to cross that bridge relatively for free. So they're in this next circle. But before Alpha Legends, Loops, all these teams are going to have to rotate on into this next circle. And it's not going to be easy, especially considering that a lot of this zone is in the water.
Yeah, there is at least 40% of the circle in the water. Nova versus the Knights. Carnage instantly thirsted right there. Raven is going to be bleeding on out on the side of the Knights and popping on over real quick to Unique. They're in their own engagement with SWAT 69. SWAT 69 King and Boofla already going to be bleeding on out. Here comes the send in the U.S. from Memphis and Lightning. Frozen bleeding on out. Here comes a grenade from Memphis, tossing that on into the second story. One more. Oh, grenade ringing on out. Problems taking down Lightning right there.
Big name right here. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is a 1v2 now. Yeah, with King getting that res. And here comes Problems coming down, right down into it with the Uzi in his hand. Trying to get that hip fire. Well, SWAT 69 able to do it. Jump shot. Gets caught.
And Elise on that off angle. Memphis going to be working their way on through, pre-firing that Uzi versus King. And, King taken down and out. And only up to Annalise to save the day. And should be able to get these revives. 4 kills onto Unique. Pretty decent start to this last game. Cloud9 eliminated. What?
Done. Wow, what a crazy turn of events here against, it looks like, Konita Power. So yeah, Konita Power taking out Cloud9. Rip my points right there. Man, it's surprised to see Cloud9 go out so early here.
Milta, very challenging terrain to kind of work your way on through, especially coming on from the west side where pretty much the majority of the lobby is. Prolord from Umbra taking some shots with the Scar onto Verset. Super far away. Prolord, Halls, Vindex, all within the compound. Right next to him, Yala Esports.
Oh yeah, here they go right now, just trying to hold this position, hold this next circle. It's still only zone number 3 right now. I know it may feel a little bit later, especially considering because this circle is quite centered inside the water right here. So I'm really looking towards these teams. Yala right now, looks like they're positioning their vehicles into a place where it's safe because they know they're going to need it here for this rotation.
Yeah, and this is a 3-1. I don't think Zero is with Yala as well. Zero is towards the water, more or less. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that one kind of plays out for the squad. Umbra Vindex with the DP. Had a nice little angle, pulling back just a little bit. 3 up right now for Umbra. We got 13 teams alive altogether. We hear shots just, ringing out in all types of directions. Everybody, trying to get some knocks out here. Next one's going to go on up. There we go, Hot Juice.
Fender's out right on the bridge, right at the edge of this bridge right here. We saw a member from Wildcard, Sam, and it looks like Acer just get knocked as well. So they are in a big engagement, trying to survive. They had a really good, solid game last match, so this is going to be really clutch for Wildcard to have a great performance here. They need it.
The B4 push on the bridge could be huge versus Football is currently camping that bridge. Annalise taking out some of the members from Yala, vehicle explosion, and here comes another push from Dream Eaters, pushing on into the compound, into Yellow. Slicky trying to stand their ground, taking out 2 from Dream Eaters. Grenades gonna be ringing on out. We see Spring out there prone, currently trying to defend, getting the revive, and here comes the other 2 members from Dream Eaters. Matic knows exactly where Slicky is. Gonna be opting to get on into safety. Gonna be cooking this grenade. Needs to toss it in the perfect spot, right behind the Yellow. Not able to get there, and Spring still back there, just still defending for wildcard.
That could be the nade right there, though, to do it. Will it bounce off? Does, and it does! There goes Slicky and Acer, just like that. It looks like it's up to Spring now. And oh my gosh, these guys are really caught between both Alpha Legends and Dream Eaters.
Dude, the mollies, the grenades, only 2 up right now for Dream Eaters, but that's going to be a victory in their books. Spring trying to avoid these grenades from Alpha Legends, and
it's got a dossier.
Alpha Legends going to be going for the revive. 1 member from Alpha Legends going to be bleeding on out right near Spring. Spring underhanding some smokes possibly, and just trying to provide some cover for the time being. Spring's going to be spawning out. One of the members trying to cross the road, but here comes the smoke. That's going to block the sight line. Spring going to be hopping in the Dacia. The smoke's going to be saving them for the time being, and Faker pulling off, going for that revive instead.
Spring with the hard ejection right there. He is gone, and he's, oh, look at that, it's flipping.
He's still out there.
See it?
He's still out. Oh!
Getting caught out from Cody. Power, wild card, take it out. What a crazy finish for them.
I can't believe they got out of there still. I still can't believe he got it out of there. But yeah, I mean, there's just nowhere to go right now. Nowhere to go. Nova over here, AZ still going to be on up, underhanding a grenade onto Memphis. Memphis trying to get the revive. Will they be able to do so? Is working upstairs with the Uzi. Oh! Taken out immediately. Taken out immediately.
That is a really disgusting spot right there. I think a lot of teams would not realize that there is a player just sitting right there, and AZ just using that box, holding that angle. Second you saw him run in, bop, done, out, just like that.
Able to get the revive.
Yeah.
Able to get the revive. Now we're down to just 11 teams.
11 teams down and out. Last match of the evening right here. Alpha Legends and Dream Eaters really close. You got Loops right on top of this hill, and they know exactly where these teams are. Look at that.
And Carosa in hand. Getting up close and personal. Now Dream Eaters, they use so many mollies, they use so many grenades to get those kills onto wildcard. You have to assume they're going to be pretty low when it comes to utility. Alpha Legends, we see them. Kato going to be spotted by Gonzo. Yep, they're falling right into the same trap that Spring did just moments ago.
Done. Just like that. You cannot try to drive a vehicle past some of these squads. They're too good at shooting out
Push.
squads. Here comes
Kowalski straight up crashing it. Straight up crashing right there. Maddox going to be spotting Kowalski. Taking down Kowalski. Grenade going to be ringing on out. It's up to Miku. Miku going for the pre-fire with the M4. Same thing with Becker. AKM. They see each other. Miku needs to land these shots. Here comes Carrillo. Going for that crouch. Not going to be able to survive. But just like that, Becker, the last one up. It almost all failed.
So intense right there. I thought Loops was almost down and out. But Loops able to kind of just come up on top, try to get these reses right now. And it looks like they did end up losing 1 member in the process. What a crazy fight. Look at Footballist.
Yeah, B4 finally making their way on in from that military base. They were on the bridge the whole time. They're going to be using the coast right here. There's a crate right there for them as well. And 2 members for Footballist currently going to be down in the road, trying to crawl back to safety, crawl back to the compound, and maybe, just maybe, get revived here.
Yeah, and then they're trying right now. Look at those smokes coming out from Rom, able to kind of just make a line, get some cover right here, and crawling across the entire street to get picked up, and this made it just work.
They made it. They made it to the wall at least. B4 will be tossing some grenades right in that direction, but that smoke wall is so perfect. I mean, look at all that cover. It allowed those members to just crawl in safety. You should get the resets.
Beautiful, beautiful plays right there. I love to see these kind of moments because I think it's little plays like this that really are able to make it and get it done for your team. And wow, I mean, a lot of players were just completely given up. Footballists with a huge save right there. That is so difficult, especially at this stage.
Yeah, 7 teams remaining. B4, they have the coast to their back. Nobody's going to be behind them. They have this cliff to work with when it comes to cover, and we see them tossing some grenades on top of Footballers for the time being, but they're going to be in this zone, so they can kind of play this one a little passive. Talking about teams possibly taking the engagement, we got Knights out here, we got Loops over here, and we got Konita Power.
All holding it right now just in the circle, just trying to get every little piece of cover that they can. And it looks like Konita Power and Loops are going to have to share. But Tixie says, I don't want to share this for too long. Got the nade locked and loaded, throws it.
Oh, can it make it in the window? Oh, right
Close.
there, right there. It seemed like it blew up right when it was going through the window, but the aim was, whew, mamma mia.
Beautiful. Beautiful right there. Love to see that. These crazy nades, these crazy plays. These teams are just so, these players are so good at these little tiny little moments like this. I mean, this is what shows that why they're some of the best here when it comes to the Western Hemisphere. And you see this zone. We're looking at it right now. Where will it go? Which team will it favor? Who's getting blessed? It centers out right on the Pittsburgh Knights and Konita Power.
Wow. Yeah, the Knights, they don't need to move. 10 kills onto Konita Power. Tixie gonna be spotting this grenade. Loops, will they go out like they did last game? 3 members to 2 grenades. They need to, kind of spread out just a little further if they want to continue to survive. And Konita Power, 10 kills. They're going to be tossing out all of their arsenal. All of their arsenal.
They want to get Carrillo down and out for sure. I mean, that guy is just an absolute monster. So being able to take out Loops, one of their main fraggers right there, is going to be a big break for them. At the end of the day, though, you still got to watch out. One player can turn it around.
They're spotted by Tixie. Knocked out and instantly confirmed right there. Now there's just 2 up. 2 up for Loops.
And man, Loops is just trying to hold on right now. This is starting to get really intense. Konita Power with 12 kills. 12 kills on the board right here. So a huge game for Konita Power.
E4 making the push across road right on top of Footballers. Footballers, they're able to get that revive. They got 4 up, but they are going to be separated. Nice grenade connected on top of Levi and McZera. Maxon and Pedro, only 2 up, and here comes the push across the road from the other members of Footballers. They're trying to get the wipe onto B4 right here. Maxon gonna be popping that corner. Lutz able to get the shots with the M4. Now it's just Pedro. Pedro OG. Oh, M249 though. Pedro's got the squad wiper. He's got the gun if he wants to get the win right here against Footballers.
If there's any good to do it, it's that one right there. 100 rounds in the mag, locked and loaded right now. Pedro OG. Gotta get it done for your squad right now.
Maxon, thirsted. I mean, Pedro. It's looking like it's going to be a tall order. It's going to be a tall order. Looks like Footballers are currently searching for Pedro, but Pedro is in the zone, and does have some decent cover to work with.
He's not going to make a noise right here. And Rom looks like he is just throwing out some nades, rather playing it safe than sorry. Looks like he is going to get caught out right here, though.
Oh, Pedro wants to just unleash the beast right here.
Patience.
Needs to be patient. Sees one. Only sees one.
Wants it?
Does not see the other members. Might spot out Lutz. Wants it so bad. The M249. I mean, only if they knew. How close they are to death. And Pedro. How do you think Pedro was able to fire a shot?
So close. Unfortunately, we missed it as we switched over to Loops. And look, speaking of the M249, Kowski's got one of his own.
Kowalski, M249. Only 2 kills for the Loops. Only 2 kills, but you know what? 5 teams remaining. Konita Powers, though, honestly, looking like this might be their game. They're feeling really good.
I mean, look how many kills they have, especially being able to take out 2 huge members from Loops. I mean, that you can't get any more confident, I think, especially at this moment. So Konita Power, you got to get it done right now. You got to get a big lead on the board. 14 kills so far. Man, they are on a rampage.
Look, they're trying to wrap around. They're trying to get the finish onto Loops. Loops, Dadin, Uzi in hand. Kowalski, M249. We start to see grenades kind of get traded back and forth. Kowalski's going to be cooking this one. Tossing that right on through the door. That's going to be connecting. Going to be chunking down. Rob, just about 50% HP. Here comes the push outside the door. Loops, Dadin with the Uzi, able to connect onto Rob. And working their way out the garage. 1% HP, getting another one. It's up to Tixie. Only one more up. One more up. Konita Powers, M249 was their demise right there. Loops, they are still alive.
This just goes to show you, no matter at what stage, you cannot underestimate any of these teams, especially Loops. If they have only 2 members up, they can still get it done right there. What a crazy play right there from Loops.
I mean, Konita Power still massive amount of kills, massive amount of kills. But talking about who's in this game still, I mean, Footballers, they got 4. Sixless J7 from the Knights still alive. Tempo Storm, they've been on the edge, straight chilling and grilling. They got 4 up as we see Tensa connecting on to Sixless right now.
Chilling and grilling. They threw Sixless on the grill as well, and they're just trying to get it finished out right here. And yeah, Konita Power, 14 kills, big performance nonetheless. At the same time, got to think about it though. If they were able to get it done here, could that have been the first place? That would have been 20 points. So
it's falling apart. It's falling apart. 3 members from Football List trying to cross the road. Smokes are everywhere. But Tempo just pre-firing on into those smokes. Going to be destroying Football List. Only one up. Only one up. And he's just having DP.
Separate. This is intense.
Kowalski with them 4-9, still popping off in the kill feed as well. Still popping up. Running across the road, M249 in hand, letting that one rip. Kowalski connecting on Delaus, and Football List taken out, taken out.
3 teams remaining right here. We got Tempo Storm, Loops, Pittsburgh Knights. And that's Pittsburgh Knights eliminated right now. It's all up to Dad, and he has the hill, but he's going against 3 members of Tempo right now. I'm sorry, the full squad of Tempo Storm. 3 with 1 on the with HH24 on the off angle. Tall order right here.
That in Scar in hand. Scar in hand.
Oh, Loops is
4 members of Tempo going to be into